Alrighty. Make sure the microphone's working, and it is. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. Glad to have you with me, as always. Some of you may be wondering what's with the audio right now. We don't have audio right now. Just because I'm trying to make my way back home, and I didn't want the pervasive rain sound to start bothering people. Because I know people can be bothered by sounds like that. But I hope that you're all doing wonderfully today. As you probably guessed, we are going to be playing some Vintage Story today. So that's going to be fun. It's always one of my favorite days of the week, is playing the Vintage Story. I don't know why, there's no real reason for it. It's just I like to play this game. I like the streams for this game. So I guess I will find a safe place to stand here, and we will get into the game. Alright. And I always forget to do this, that's fine. Here we go. And we are off to the races. Hey Eli, welcome to stream. Glad you're here. Not much is really happening. We're just trying to make our way home. I was out and about just trying to... Hey Minnie, welcome to stream. I was out and about trying to do some prospecting, but it didn't really turn up any fruit, because I'm trying to find iron. And iron is very difficult to find in Vintage Story. But the good part is, once we find iron, we'll never have to find it again. Because the iron veins are huge. You find an iron vein in this game, you're set for life. Basically. You can make like 20 sets of iron tools and still have plenty left over. Is this a Minecraft-like game? Yeah, it's Minecraft-like. It's actually made by a lot of old-school mod developers for Minecraft. And so they kind of got together and made a game that was sort of their vision for what Minecraft should be. So it's got a lot of things in addition to it, like a lot of things you'd find in things like Terra Firma Craft, Chisels and Bits, lots of things like that. And it has a modding API first party. So modding for this game is really easy. And it's a very good game. It's still in development, so, you know, that's a thing. But it's a very good game. And it very much focuses on, like, the realism aspects. So, last time we were trying to do bows. We have since dried our bow staves, so we're going to start off with this. We got the long bow, and we got the recurve bow. With the long bow, we need 2 resin, 2 beeswax, or 2 lumps of fat, a leather, and 3 flax twine. And I think we got all that. Yeah, we got plenty. So I think we'll probably need all those lumps of fat. We'll need a couple of leather, and we'll need twine. We'll do twine, leather, fat, and long bow. Retrieved. Dang, so it's Minecraft-like. Got it. What were you saying it was made by? It was, I'm sorry. I didn't never really know when, well, I know when the ads are going to run, but I don't know what they cut me off at. I need to turn my ad blocker back on until I can afford subscriptions. It's all good, man. It is made by a bunch of people who used to make mods for Minecraft. And thus, it has a lot of things that the mods would usually add to Minecraft, such as things like this, where you've got chisels and bits, sort of as part of the main game itself. You got things like Terra Firma Craft, like a bunch of things that those would add are just part of the game. As well as that, you have a modding API baked into the game itself, because it is made by modders. So modding this game is super easy. Okay, let us see the recurve bow. We need 2 bones, leather, twine, and 2 raw bushmeat. That's why I didn't want to spend too much time in between. because I knew we would need that raw bush meat. Textures look like a John Smith resource pack. Yeah, kind of. It's been a long time since I used that one. But you're right. It do kind of look like that. How much is this? I might pick it up. I want to say it's like 18 euros. I think it's like $21 after all said and done. Here's the raw bush meat. But it is absolutely worth it, in my opinion. It absolutely is. And there we go. We've got a recurve bow. And the recurve bow has 4 piercing damage and plus 30% accuracy, which is lovely. So we got bows ranging from 3 piercing damage to 4. So if I remember correctly, the crude bow here, 3 piercing damage minus 5%. The simple bow, which I've used, 3.25 piercing. The long bow, 3.75 and plus 20%. And the recurve bow, 4 piercing damage and plus 30% accuracy. To say nothing of the durability. That's pretty durable. We don't have many arrows, but that's fine for now. Love the animations on the doors and containers. I know. And plus, I can't remember the name of the mod. It starts with an M, like M's door, like Moray's doors or something like that, where they both open at once. Double doors always open together. It's a little more finicky to place them down because you have to place the left one first, and I always forget. But yeah. And a big part of this game is food. Like, you can make all kinds of food. You can make stews and soups. This here is for pressing fruit juice. Molasses. I think that's the one. Molasses doors. But yeah, this here is actually for pressing fruit juice, and you can take that fruit juice and ferment it into wine, which I've actually got some fermenting. Well, you can ferment it into sort of crude spirit. Cranberry juice is sealed for 5.3 out of 7 days. Nice. Get the fuck out of here. Why is this man in my cellar? I'm gonna need a new knife soon. But yeah, a lot of it is just the fact that it goes so hard with just the realism of things. And everything you do in this game, it feels like an achievement, even so far as making a pickaxe. So, like, I'll show you. I will make a bronze knife because I'll need one. So we're just going to get a random, like, we're just going to get a regular 10 bronze ingot because otherwise we'd have to smelt one, which would be 2 cassiterite and 18 native copper in a crucible over the fire, wait for it to melt. We pour it in here, and then we can get the ingot out of it. So to actually use the ingot for something, we put it in the forge. We grab a few... I would grab a couple. Let's grab like 2 charcoal here, which is a whole thing in and of itself to make. Pop it in there. Light it with our fire starter, because I don't have a torch on me. And fire starters are just easy to make. And let it heat up. Grab our tongs here. Put our lantern on the ground because we need the tongs in the offhand to be able to handle hot materials. Grab our hammer. And we actually need to forge this into a knife blade to then be used. Actually, come to think, let's grab another one as well because I'll need another prospecting pick. And I want to make a 10 bronze prospecting pick. So let's just let these heat up a bit. Let's see how hot we can get them with just 2. Might not work. I'm going to add one more. Add one more charcoal to the mix there. That way it doesn't run out. Nope. Go back. There we go. There was a mod one time that completely changed how crafting and research worked. Can't remember what it was called. This reminds me of it. I'll try to look it up. It might be the same dude that made it. I don't know. Because they split off a while ago. This game has been in production, or development, I guess production, for quite a while. It is currently on its 1.18 preview. That's what we're playing it on. Mine Fantasy. I have never heard of that one. So we'll choose a knife blade. We'll get into this so we can move our cursor around freely. And hammer out the knife blade shape. And snip off the excess. I'll link you to the curse page later. Alright. Is it like a newer mod or an older mod? Because I don't think I've ever played with Mind Fan. Well, actually, it does sound somewhat familiar for some reason. Prospecting pickhead. There we go. And we'll chop away all the excess here. You have to be very careful when you're chopping it away because it will only take effect once the hammer completely falls. Like, if I start on this one and I move up to that one, you see, as the hammer falls, my cursor's on that one. That has ruined so many for me. Because once you start casting it, that's it. Damn. I didn't know there was one there. We now need another ingot. Yeah, I deserve that one. I deserve that one. So we can take another ingot and just... I think it needs to be heated, so we're going to heat it a little bit. So we're just going to shift, right-click it onto there. Hey, Flygoat, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. We're going to just let this sort of take in some heat so we can put it onto here. Because apparently we can't put it on cold. I was big in 1.7.10. They did a reforged version for 1.12.2. Yeah, it's still not hot enough. We're going to grab a couple more. If it was big in 1.7.10, it might very well be the same people. So we're going to pop these on. Start that fire. Come on. You can do it, bud. You got this. You got this. There we go. Doesn't matter that it broke. Actually, we got the stuff on us to make it. We'll just make another one. Boom. Fire starter. Real cheap, real easy to make them. I want to go out there and toss this knife blade into the river to cool it down. But it's night and dark as hell outside. But I'm not going to sleep either because otherwise all this is going to cool. At this point, I really should just put that on top of it and just fill out that one last one. Because either way, I've wasted an ingot. This is completely unusable now if I don't finish it. Okay. So let's pop that down. And we'll trim it. And unfortunately, we can't do with this like we do with the flint napping, where the excess that isn't attached just falls away. At it again, wasting ingots, you know it. Also, welcome to Streamcore. Korra, I don't know. Do you want to be associated with the worst Airbender, Last Airbender show? I don't care who disagrees with me on that. Disagree, you're wrong. It's probably because it's in my offhand that I can't put it up there. There we go. Let's go out here. Yeah, the knife blade's still too hot to really hold. Where did it get thrown? It got thrown over there. Okay. Yes, I know it's Kore. I'm messing with you. We'll just injure ourselves to throw them in the water. It's fine. You'd figure they'd also get a little more cooled off by the rain as well. But I guess not. And we got us a tin bronze knife head and a tin bronze prospecting pick head. Which, for the uninitiated, there are also multiple types of bronze. There's tin bronze, black bronze, and bismuth bronze. And we can make all of them. You sounded like you were struggling there. I'm always struggling. You should know this. What kind of sibling are you? I am in a constant state of struggle. This does not change. I feel like I was seeing something weird. Oh well. But now, we can sleep to skip the night. I also made myself a wooden bed. So as you can see, the hay bed lets you sleep for 7 hours, but the wooden bed lets you sleep for up to 8.5. So we're going to go ahead and use this, skip the night. Can't even find the original version of Mind Fantasy, just the reforged version. Makes sense. A lot of mods are probably lost to time. We'll link it on Discord. Alright. One who only gets updates once every 3 to 5 business months. Well, you know. I gotta account for when the office is open. Ugh. A whole big thing. Alright, so first of all, let's clear some of these bastards out. Get off my lawn. Alright, he didn't have anything. Typical drifter. Oh no, he did have something. Here I am, just lumping them all into one big group. Like some sort of racist. Why is there a small man in your window? Not anymore, there isn't. To be real though, these are the mobs of Vintage Story. So the whole thing, I'm still struggling with comprehending it myself, because 1.18 is supposed to start really bringing story and lore to the forefront. The whole thing is that there is a Rust world, like sort of a malevolent presence from like an alternate world in another dimension that is called the Rust world. These drifters are from the Rust world, and so are those rifts. The rifts are actually rifts to the Rust world. And in a normal playthrough, since we're on exploration, something like that, difficulty, we don't have it. But in a normal like survival playthrough, you have a blue gear that sits above your hotbar, and that shows your temporal stability. And things like delving too deep into the earth, or standing too close to the rifts, or things like the temporal storms will take down your stability. Is there a third-person view? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And you actually customize your character with each world. You don't get a set skin. And yes, you always have like a blue or pink or green sort of skin, weird hair colors and such. But it's got like its own sort of charm. One of the things I want to do, I don't think we really have the time for right now. What's wrong with you? Why are you blue? I don't know. I thought this was normal. Character model's a little creepy. You know. I actually think it's kind of charming. I kind of like the character designs. Like, I wish that they could be changed a little more. Like, I wish they could be personalized, but I also like its charm. Why am I going over here? I need it over here. No, I don't need to take out the weak tannin. Take that soaked hide, scrape it. It's like a thinner version of the hightail model. Oh, let's not talk hightail. Hightail's never gonna come out. Let's all just collectively agree and move on with our lives. They've been teasing us with that shit for what, 7 years? It was like 2016. The face is like that kawaii potato meme that was everywhere in the late 2000s, 2010s. I know exactly the one, and you are 100% right. I think it's the little highlights in the eyes that sell it. Got like the big highlight and then the little highlight down to the left. Actually, I can... Nope. Stop doing that. And put the scraped hide in there and seal it. But we need to make more strong tannin before we start getting more leather. Which is why I'm collecting water. Big black eyes with the highlights, I think. Yeah, I think it's both of them. So this is another good example, Eli, of how different this and Minecraft are. I always want to use this and the whole smithing aspect as the biggest things of like how they're different. It's different in so many ways, but the fact of like in Minecraft, if you want leather, you go kill a cow, and that's about it. It'll drop leather, or it won't, and you go kill a different cow. No. Trying to and just like empty it. Realistic tanning and smithing simulator. Yeah, basically. So, yeah, like I said, in Minecraft, you just find a cow, you kill it. How bad are the combat animations? And I don't know, actually. Let's see. Oh, that's not that bad, actually. That's pretty good animation. That's pretty good. Hydrate from Magenta. You got it. It all comes back around. I was in mini stream earlier and I was hitting her with hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It's not bad for a spear. I can't wait to see the swords and such. I could make a falx. Actually, I don't actually know what all we've got in terms of swords because I have a couple mods for that. Or at least I thought I did. So the Blackguard short sword and Runic arming sword, I don't think we have any way of getting those. Oh, stop that auto mod. You're fine. They really were just shanking those little dudes in the butt. You know it. Yeah, this is a falx. And it's like a weird curved sword that's meant for sort of going after these abominations. I'm very much a knight. I love my swords and shields. You'd probably be a blackguard. There are actually classes in this in this game. There are classes. What was wrong with that? It flagged to the term in the butt. It flagged the term in the butt. I know exactly what it flags every time. And it's just being picky. Now, I need to remember how to make a bucket. That's another thing. There is no, like, bullshit with the recipe book. You've got the survival handbook. It not only shows you recipes, it shows you what you can do with things. So, for instance, if I find bucket, wooden bucket, it says drops when broken, obtained by breaking these. It's an ingredient for all these different things. And so we need 1 flax twine for it as well. So we need 1 flax twine and 5 planks. Boom. Now we got another bucket. Sunflower dough? Yes. You can make all sorts of doughs because you have to make dough to make bread. And then you fire it in an oven. You basically bake it. And you can make dough out of sunflowers. Because that's actually a thing you can do in real life. You can eat sunflower. Yeah, so there are multiple different kinds of breads just because there are multiple different kinds of grains. You can see what I'm doing here with sealing up the barrels. So for leather, like I was trying to say, and I kept getting off track because ADD mind does not know. In Minecraft, you just kill a cow and you get leather. In this game, you kill an animal and it drops a hide. You make 3 barrels, you find lime, and you find oak wood. You fill 1 barrel and put lime in it, and it becomes lime water. You soak that hide in the lime water, and it becomes a soaked hide. And it takes a certain amount of the lime water to do so. You put 5 oak logs in the barrel with the water, and it becomes weak tannin. You take that soaked hide, you scrape it with a knife, and it becomes a scraped hide. You put it in the weak tannin for a set amount of time. I think it's 20 hours for the lime water, 3 days for the weak tannin, and it becomes a prepared hide. And then finally, you take that prepared hide and you put it in strong tannin, which is weak tannin with 5 more oak logs added to it. And then you seal that for a while. And you put that prepared hide in the strong tannin for 4.5 days, and you get leather. And it's not 1-to-1 either, so it's not like you're wasting your time. I know you can eat sunflower. I just didn't think of sunflower bread. I mean, no one really does, but it's also one of those sort of survival things. I mean, I guess fall almond flour can exist in theory, so could sunflower flour. Yeah, that works. Sure. I got plenty of lime here to make more lime water. So it's 1 lime per liter, and each bucket holds 50 liters. So we just pop. We don't even have to seal it. Lime water. Lime like the fruit, or lime like from shells? Lime like from shells. Lime like limestone. Yeah, it is definitely mineral lime. And you also can grind up seashells in a kern and get lime. But the seashells are a bit fewer and far between. It's much better to find a limestone deposit, which is something that I actually have marked off on the map. It's like way over here. Yes, there. Lime. Though, you know, it's spelled with an I, but it's also right to spell with a Y. Good God, why are they all in here? I mean, in exploration mode, they're not hostile to me, but they're annoying to have around. They're fucking grunts and... It's worse than Minecraft zombies, I tell ya. They're barely dropping anything. I had a mod in 1.17.11 that would make them actually drop useful things, like molybdenum and more flax fibers. Maybe because you were sitting around with the doors open? No, that can't be it. Can't be. Okay, so I got all this hide waiting and ready, including 2 huge scraped hides. I'm gonna pop this raw hide in here and seal it. Any more boys up here? Any outside? No? They don't want to spawn on my veranda. Is that correct usage of that? I don't think that's correct usage of that. I think it's just a porch or like a balcony sort of thing. Okay, we don't have enough leather to start making armor yet. Or at least not leather armor. I did read something about other types of armor, so let's see what we can do. Improvised body armor. Okay. So that just takes firewood, dry grass, and a knife. Okay, so let's get some firewood then. Our axe is doing fine for now. God forbid I see any bears or something like that. We can just shoot them with our new recurve bow. Brand is a roofed ground level platform. Oh. Like a... Oh, what's the one I'm thinking of? Usually octagonal. like entrance from multiple sides. Gazebo is the one I'm thinking of. Like a gazebo. State Farm is there. I also put a little bit of a retainer wall here, as well as up here, just because it was nicer. But yeah, gazebo. I wonder what's the difference. If there even is one, or if they're just multiple words for the same thing. Eat some berries. Oh my god. My berries. And we'll go out and just get us some random wood types. God, they're crawling all over the place. We got an infestation of walkers. I don't even know why I'm really going this way for. Well, I guess there are more trees this way. I just gotta go a little farther. Yeah, like I said, I haven't done too much back work. Just because, yeah. I didn't want the bushmeat to go bad at its starting. Quick heads up for everyone who is not subscribed. If you're not, hey, Twitch Prime. You can do it for free. You can miss this ad right now. Just saying. If you got that Amazon Prime, you got a free subscription to one channel of your choice. Chill, chill, chill. Plus, it helps me. And it makes me smile. And you want me to smile, don't you? I'm very bad at the self-promotion. I'm aware of this. Okay. Yeah. Let's see about some maple. I think we'll probably take some maple logs. If it's not mainly just pine here. I think it is mainly pine. We're gonna take maple logs. Why not? It doesn't really matter what kind of logs we take. I mean, we can still use firewood either way. And we had firewood outside the door. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. We had fire outside the door. Firewood outside the door. Veranda has to have railings and is usually wrapped around the front or sides of another structure. Oh, so it's like a wraparound porch. So we've got a veranda. Hydrate. There we go. Gazebo is just basically a round octagonal platform with 8 symmetrical pillars and a domed roof. Okay, okay. So we do have a veranda on the house, and we also have a balcony. Aha. Right word, wrong section of house. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Yeah, I just now realized it's like, oh shit, we've got plenty of firewood that's just chilling outside the front porch. But on the other hand, if we want to make some more, just like some more passive charcoal, then we'll need some more wood. We have to travel a bit for the wood at this point. I mean, look at all this inventory space, though. You can't argue with that inventory space. We can take so much wood with us. I have to add the with us, otherwise you people are gonna go insane. Oh my god, he said he's taking wood! I can't really blame you, I would too. Do they have backpacks? Yes, they do. I have 2 leather backpacks on me right now, as well as 2 hand baskets. And you have to slowly increase the amount that you can carry on your person. Because it starts out with just your hotbar. But then you make baskets, and then you can make backpacks, and so on and so forth. Until you have quite a bit of inventory space. Mind you, still less than normal Minecraft. It's like how WoW does the bag system. I guess? I don't know. I've never played WoW. It's like one of the few MMOs that I haven't played, just because I don't agree with the model of buy the game and then pay a subscription as well. I don't want to pay multiple times for the same game. I don't even want to pay once for Final Fantasy XIV. Even though Final Fantasy XIV is subscription, so it's not once, but you know. I had to make another account on Final Fantasy XIV because I paid for subscription at one point, and then it was like, oh, well, you can't go back to free after you paid the subscription, so pay up or fuck off. Which was just like, oh, great. Because I actually like Final Fantasy XIV to a degree. It's okay at first solo, but it's not very good without others after a while. In WoW, you had a basic inventory, and you can get new bags to increase the size of your inventory. Some bags have like 42 slots each. Then I guess it is kind of like it. Except you basically, like I said, you just start with your hotbar at the start of it. Like, that's all you get. You get 10 slots in your hotbar, the 4 back slots, and your offhand slot. And that's all you get. Anything else, you have to make bags to do. But on the other hand, the hand baskets here can be made from just cattails. Go find a thing of water. Look, cattails. You get 10 cattails, you got a bag. So it's pretty easy to get a little bit of storage on your person. 4 bags you can, or 4 hand baskets, you can get 12 slots. It takes a whole hell of a long time to get that much leather. That's for sure. As evidenced by the fact I still don't have it. What's max stack size? I don't know, actually. Or are you talking about for the item types? Because that depends on the weight of the item. For certain items, of course, you know, unstackable like tools and such. For heavier items like logs, 16. And then you got lighter items, such as berries, that are 64. And then you got stuff that's sort of in the middle of that, it's like 32. Items have weight? Oh boy. Yes, but the weight only determines their stack size. So it's not like you have to worry about being over-encumbered. It's just the weight of things determines how many you can carry in one slot. Which is honestly a really good way to do it. Because dealing with encumbrance would be a pain in the ass. And it still keeps some of the realism because, you know, of course you're not going to be able to carry, you know, hundreds of logs on your person. You're not going to be able to carry the same amount of logs as you would fucking berries. That's not how the body works. And it strives for that little bit of realism. Like, without making it unfun to play, it strives for that little bit of realism where it's like, yeah, okay, this makes sense what they're doing here. Put one down here for copper. This is also a thing, by the way. So add journey map to that mix. That you have a mini map and you can put markers down on it. Don't mind the thing in the chat. That was totally not me trying to boost the range of the prospecting pick. It's fine. We have run out a little bit. That's fine. We'll just eat some berries, free up a spot. Because you can also continue eating even after you're full. That is also a thing you can do. I don't know why you would do it, but you can. Like, if you just don't want to throw the berries on the ground, you can just eat them. Even if you're not hungry, you can just eat them. Here's a big question. Do they have a system similar to Create Mod? I'm guessing no. What do you mean a system similar to Create Mod? If you mean, do they have, like, a system of mechanical energy of like gears and pulleys and whatnot? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You can make windmills and have windmill powered items. It's actually a big thing for things like ironsmithing and whatnot. Rotational power and animations. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Let's toss out this pine log because I want these berries. I'm dropping. Oh, apparently I collected the berries. So for instance, if I look up windmill, you can see we got windmill rotor, we got sail. Mechanical power is an entire game mechanic. You got mechanized milling, you've got mechanized smithing. You got whole things, you got gears, you got transmissions, clutches, brakes. Had a happy derp face moment. Have I just sold this game for you? If that's the case, then I should really talk to the devs about getting a sponsorship. I've said that before as a joke. I would love to be sponsored by this game, but there's no way that I would be able to convince enough people right now to buy this game. Trains, please stay trains. I don't think there's trains yet. But as I said, the game is currently still in development. There may be mods for trains. I don't know. The mods are still kind of in their infancy as well. Just because people are still trying to figure out what they can do with the mods. And because the general game itself doesn't have that much of a following yet. But I'm certain you probably could make trains. If you were savvy enough, you could make a mod to do trains with this game. Because like I said, all of the modding is first party, so it's not necessarily difficult to mod. Okay, so let's take some of our gubbins. We're going to throw them on the pile here. We're also going to plant these pine seeds. Just around. Haphazard. There we go. No trains. Dang it. But still, I'm basically sold on this. Where is your sponsorship? That's what I'm asking. VS Devs. Where my money? Where my money? I am selling your game. Shouldn't get food sponsored. It's DJ, but I feel it. I always... That's the one thing I regret about my name, is that people would look at it and assume that DJ is a title and call me Foo. Like, I don't... It's not a big deal. It's just like a small irk that I have with my own name. It's like, yeah, no, nope. It's like, nope, DJ is the name. Foo is an afterthought. I've gone into like the etymology of my name so many times with so many people that, yeah. I only did that because my brother-in-law is named DJ. That's fair too. I've done that with so many people too. Like, I've known quite a few people of the same name, and I think my usual thing for it is just the first person that I meet with that name gets their first name, and everyone else gets their last name. And that's just sort of how I keep track of that. If I no longer speak to the person that I knew with that name, then congratulations, whoever comes along first come, first serve. Okay, let's see about that armor. We can just probably do like that. Improvised wood armor. Nice. From what I understand, this actually gives 55% damage reduction. So as you can see, it's got durability. It's got, you know, all that sort of stuff. It's got percent protection and protection tier. And there's no specific, like, this is gonna block this much damage or anything like that. The percent protection gives, like, a flat rate of, it's gonna cut this much off onto it. And then there's some that'll be like, yeah, it takes this much damage off of it, period. A lot of people can't pronounce my screen names, so I tell them either Eli or EC. I don't think I've said it to you, but I've always said your name as Elysian Castaic. So I don't know if that is correct or not. Is there any other improvised armor? No, there is not. Okay, that's fine. So we still got some armor. We are still a little bit more protected than we have been. Have you watched my videos where I actually say it? Because you nailed it. Oh, nice. I have not. I saw a little bit of your Elden Ring video, but I don't think I heard you say your name in it. Because I skipped around a little bit, so I probably just skipped right past you saying it. I just went with, like, root word like Elysium. So Elysian. Or Elysian. Whichever one. And then Castaic is just kind of hooked on phonics. I get where people would have an issue with getting your name down. But yeah. I don't think I say it in the Elden Ring video. I used to say it in my older... Oh, I'm going to have a problem with that one. Tichno series and my Fallout series. My Rise of the Minutemen series is still my most popular. Yeah, I feel that. I think my my Tales of the Peacekeeper series is still pretty popular. Othlikno. Oh, it looks like a second T to me. Othlikno. Yeah, I think my Tales of the Peacekeeper series is probably my most popular series. Though, apparently, it didn't even hold a candle to my return stream VOD. Because, man, that... Wow. Like, that's far and away one of my best videos. By the fact that it has nearly 100 views. Which doesn't sound great to some people, but to me, it's fucking fantastic. Okay, we're gonna get this charcoal going here. So we basically bury it underground. Let's grab a couple firewood for the pyre. Dry grass. Pop that down. Boom, 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 boom. And we light it. And we light it. And we light it. There we go. And we cover it. Talk about a nice bonfire. This isn't a bonfire, actually. This is how we make our charcoal. You bury a bunch of wood underground, basically. Within a 7x7 square. You put a fire pit in the middle of it. Just like basically on top of it. Cover it all up. Light it. And you let it sit until the smoke stops coming out of the top. And that is how you get charcoal to be able to smelt things like copper. Because charcoal is one of the only things that burns hot enough to do so. Things like charcoal and coal are the only things. Because you can see charcoal, burn temperature 1300 Celsius. Much more realistic way to make charcoal. That's kind of the point. Yeah. And then where did I put my brown coal? Brown coal, 1100 Celsius. So even brown coal can't do it. I think it's charcoal and bituminous coal that are the only ones that can do it. Bituminous or black coal. Because I think black coal burns at like 1400. So yeah, these are gonna have some time to go. This one's nearly ready to pop. This one has about 2 more days on it. This one is about ready to pop, but we need to put 5 more oak logs in there to make it into strong tannin. I do still want, as a blacksmithing enthusiast, what is the process in the game for making steel? Oh boy, making steel is a process. Making iron is already a process, because to make iron, you have to get the iron together. You put it in a bloomery, which is made out of fire clay bricks. You set it alight, basically, and then you break the thing down, you get iron blooms. You put those in the forge and hammer them out, and you can make the actual ingots, which need to be reforged and hammered and worked. Steel, you need a special sort of blast furnace made of refractory bricks, which is this stuff mixed with bauxite and, I believe, crushed quartz, which you need mechanical power to make. You basically put it in a coffin-looking thing with coal coke, which is a whole other process to make. And you set it alight and you basically lock it in there for a good amount of time. And then you break the entire thing open, you'll have steel. That's a simplified process. I actually haven't made steel in this game yet. I've not done that. I've only ever gotten as far as iron previously. Yep, I'm sold on this game. I need it. Feel free to pick it up. They've got their own website and everything. I was actually turned to this game by a buddy on the Junicraft server, Doodleboog, who talked this game up with me, and I had the same sort of reaction of like, I need this game. I need this game. And I used a cracked version of it for a while before I could buy the actual game. But I definitely bought the game, and it's like, I need to play this game. I need to own it. I need to have it. I'm on the website, but I'm lacking funds for it. Oh. Don't worry. You'll get there, bud. I know you will. I know you will. And there's also a very active, surprisingly active, multiplayer scene for it. I was tempted to get a cracked version, but I'm trying to avoid that lately. Yeah, I get that. With how my situation is, I kind of can't avoid it with some things. Of course, you know, whenever possible, support the developers, because the only way that they make these games, and I'm not advocating for like, oh, piracy is bad and all that sort of stuff. Like, don't do illegal, kids. If you do something like that, it should only be as a test run. It should only be as a stopgap. You should absolutely, if you ever pirate a game, go back and buy it from the developers. Because not only are you cheating yourself out of things like multiplayer, but other things like just the fact that things like this, they need support to keep afloat. Because it is continuously updating in the same way of Minecraft. So if people aren't buying the game, if people are just cracking the game, the devs don't get any money for the game, and they're going to stop updating it because people are just getting it for free. So am I going to demonize piracy? No. Because it can be used as a good tool. But you should never wantonly steal things like that. And yes, I know piracy is not, it's not theft, it's copying. But you shouldn't, you should only ever do it as a stopgap, is what I'm saying. Only ever do it as a stopgap, or in some cases what I would do is I would use it basically as a demo, because everyone avoids demos like the plague these days for whatever fucking reason. I remember back in the day, people used to put a bunch of demos on a disc and just hand them out to kids. And that was what we had. We had demo discs. And it was a glorious thing. And it's still a glorious thing. I would love if they still had demo discs. You know, aside from the fact that I don't have a disc reader in my computer, but, you know. But yeah, I wish that was a thing. So a lot of times I've used cracked versions and such as demos to see if I really wanted to drop $60 on a game. I remember demo discs. Yeah, demo discs were the shit. And you know what? A lot of times that I did do the demo thing, I did go get the game. I went and got the game. Undertale, I played less than legitimately for quite a while. I went and I bought it on Switch. I think I also bought it on PC. Yeah, I bought it on PC and Switch. They got 2 sales out of me. Because I wanted to support Toby Fox, because the man is a fucking genius. Only a man like that could make music for Andrew Hussey. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, be kind, rewind. Don't wantonly take the games for granted. Yeah. Morals. We got conglomerate. How fucking much conglomerate are we looking at? Okay, looks like we're looking at some slate up there. So we'll check the slate and see if we can find some iron. We may very well go this entire stream and never find iron, because I've been looking for iron for quite some time. Or we may get it first try. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Yep, slate here. We got quartz in the sand. We're going to go to density search, and we're going to go down there and see what we can see. Dig ourselves a little path down. These pirates, just be able to play them and see if I like them. If I did, I bought them. Purchase games ran so much better than pirated games for some reason. Yeah, especially things like Hogwarts Legacy. Yes, that a lot of times is because of Denuvo. I can't remember what it was, but there was a game from like Capcom or someone that just recently they removed Denuvo on it because they just had to admit it to themselves that, like, yeah, Denuvo is tanking our performance. And if we don't remove it, then our game is always going to run like shit. And so they just sort of had a sobering come to Jesus moment, so to speak, of like, yeah, we're destroying our game by keeping Denuvo on here. I will absolutely stand against Denuvo, but, you know, the only one that wants to fight it is a whack job, so... Empress is something else. But I'm not gonna talk about that scene. Not on stream. That's a whole different bag of bugs. Watch the thing on Game Ranks where they show the top 10 ways game publishers punished pirating. They've had some very interesting and like unique ways to do it over time. And I wish they'd bring some of those back. Okay, so we're doing with the node sampling right now to just see the possibility of there being iron down here. Pentandite? Nickel. Okay, nickel has no use right now. Chromite. Chromium. Pulverize and crush chromite. Yeah. Ilmenite. Titanium. Okay. Bismuthinite. Cinnabar. Okay. So we're probably not going to find it in here. Because by its own by its own measure, it says, yeah, there can't be any iron here. There's magnetite, hematite, and there's one other kind that I can't remember, are what we're looking for. And see, there's Sea Star. It's what we're looking for in terms of iron. Like Witcher 3, get hunted by a basically invincible monster. Yeah. Which is just some crazy shit. But Project Red's always been a little different, so. Okay, so we got copper here. Not totally wash. Because we'll always use copper. I mean, we'll always have some sort of need for bronze or brass or something of the like. And I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that iron can spawn an andesite as well as slate. I think in andesite it's magnetite, which is a little more rare than hematite. But hematite spawns in things like peridotite and granite, which I don't know where we have peridotite or granite. Which is a bit of an issue. Okay, so let's sample this. We gotta go 3 blocks away, sample again. 3 blocks away, and last sample. And what we got? Decent chromite, poor pencillandite, very poor cinnabar, and very poor bismuthnite. So, okay. So chances are there's nickel here. It's weird that it doesn't say anything about the copper. It should say something about native copper being right the fuck here. Maybe if I sample a little higher. Add, nah. It's fine. And let's see here. It's same thing. It's weird. It's weird that it's not showing the copper. I'm taking the copper with us. I'll take the blue clay, why not? Barren soil, no use. We'll take all this copper with us. It's poor copper, but still, copper's copper. Grab that. Boom. Boom. Okay. Let's keep heading into slate territory. And there's copper up that way. I marked that. We are back from the ad now. Yeah, every so often the ads just sort of happen. I try not to do anything too big and important during the ads. But yeah, there's a lot of boys around here. 4 ads in a row. Yeah. The only thing I control is how long the ads run, really. But even that, I've just got it preset to the schedule because that gives me the largest share. It's weird about it. It's like, if you use our preset schedule for the ads, then instead of getting 30%, you'll get 55%. It's like, okay. Because I need money. Got chicken of the woods and shiitake, but I'm not going to grab them right now. Oh, that was a little hiccup. What do we got around here for rocks? Do you actually get revenue from it? Yes, I do, because I am an affiliate. So I do actually get revenue from it. It's very, very little. Like, I make probably a quarter per stream because I don't have many viewers. But I still make something. And right now, being unemployed, something is better than nothing. Affiliate as well. I don't know if I have ads turned on, though. Yeah, I think it's something you actually have to enable. And you can track it. I obviously haven't seen any of the money yet because Twitch only pays out once you make $50. And I have not made $50 since I have reached affiliate. Even with the donations and subscriptions and, like, lovely things that people have done. Getting there, but, you know, it's slow going. It's kind of what you expect. Would I love a big boom? Yes, I would. But, you know, we work with what we have. And I'm glad with the little community that is here. Even if we are not the biggest and the brightest star in the sky, we certainly are the comfiest. Yeah, the ad things on Twitch are all sorts of jank, honestly. They're all sorts of jank. Check here. Here. And here. What do we got? Native copper, bismuthinite, cinnabar, sphalerite, and gold. Okay. What is cinnabar, by the way? Okay, so it's pigment. Okay. Cinnabar is just red dye, basically. We're gonna keep going. Gonna go a slight ways northward. Here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do that and that. Now I can have them on my hotbar. More copper. Eventually you'll get a boom. Last time I streamed, unfortunately, I didn't get many viewers. Used to have a lot of followers like 3 years ago, but I stopped due to hardships. I get that. The reason that I'm able to go so strong right now is because I've got a little bit saved up, and my fiance is very, very kind and very supportive and very loving, and she pushes me to do the things that make me happy, and this makes me happy. And there's always the chance. She's very quick to remind me that there's always a chance. I am the naysayer in this particular one of, like, it takes a long time for people to get big, and chances are I do not have the time to wait to get that big before the reality of my situation starts hitting me. And she's the first one to be like, but there is a chance. And so you should. Because she very much wants to see me happy. And it's part of why I try so hard. Because it's for me and for her. Let's check here. Come on, magnetite. Damn it. High native copper. Well, I sure hope so. It's right over there. Poor ilmenite. Very poor bismuthinite. And very poor sphalerite. And minuscule amounts of gold. Gold. Let's get this resin, though. Just because it's not around everywhere. Okay. Wait, what? Or... Okay. What? Huh? Okay. Actually just sample it from up here. Let's see what we got. And native copper, sphalerite, bismuthinite, cassiterite, ilmenite, and gold. Damn it. I just want to find iron. I just want to find a chance of iron. Why is it so hard to find iron in this game? Damn. Like, there's no easy way about it, too. You just gotta go around prospecting. I lucked out on my last seed because there was iron directly under my house. There's a huge vein of magnetite because I was sitting on top of peridotite. But, ooh. Ooh, I haven't seen this formation in person yet. I want to see it. Hot spring bacteria mat. Oh, fuck. Hot spring is harmful to me. But that's a shame. Ooh, they're nice, though. Very nice. Looks like a hot spring. It is a hot spring. Just damaging to me for some reason. I thought hot springs were supposed to be relaxing. I don't even know what kind of stone we got under here. Hearing a rift. Did I just pass under a rift? Ooh, that's a bear. No thanks. No thanks. Fuck the bear. Not about the bear. What's over there? Is that a trader? That's a trader. Oh, we got acacia wood here. Ooh, the acacia wood's kind of nice here. A nice red tinge. Alphonse, my man. Are you my man? Alphonse, my them. Haven't seen you around before. You just wake up? I know what you mean. You're kind of been popping up like daisies across the land. Done you know? I assume that's a typo. Don't know where you're from. Don't know what you're doing here. None of you seem keen to talk about it. I'm just trying to survive, as always. As always. So it is a he. Anything to trade, Alphonse? What you got? A gold lantern. No lining, though. Ornate silver arrows. Fancy. Brown glass. Lead. Forlorn hope helm. Fancy looking. Thigh-high boots. Silver falx. Ornate leather reinforced wooden shield. Red glass. Ornate silver spear. Fancy. Small brown carpet. Ornate gold arrow. Just a bunch of fancy shit. Okay. I don't think we have to mark this one. Just because I can't really see getting much use out of that. I want to find some different... I want to find some peridotite. But I have no idea where I would find it. Everything I'm finding for iron locations make grids of like 40 to 160 blocks per sampling. That's nuts. It's what I was doing before I started streaming. But doing that for a long time, Also, it's best to start that where you can prospect and find a chance of something like magnetite. So it's best to like actually have that chance beforehand and prospect it a little beforehand and have a chance of it. And then you do that grid to actually find out where it is. Or like where's the highest concentration. But as it sits, it is... Yeah, it is pretty fucking nuts on how to get it in here. I didn't realize just how much I lucked out with my first house. My first world. Come on. No. Native, copper, cinnabar, and silver. Nice as silver is. Love to do a server for this game? You can. You absolutely can. There are people who do vintage story servers, and I think there are even hosting sites that will do vintage story servers. Let's try this here. Break that one. Break this one. Because they gotta be 3 blocks apart. Break this one. What we got? Need one more sample still. Ah, it wasn't far enough away. And cinnabar and native copper. Damn. I want to find some iron. But I have no idea where I'm going, where I'm looking, what I'm doing wrong. Probably getting stuck in the trees doesn't help me much. I will say that much. Getting stuck in the trees probably does not do much to aid my search. What is all that white off in the distance? Probably just like flowers or something. God, I can't see! Quartz bits. That's another thing, is that only certain materials will appear on the surface, such as quartz, copper, sometimes tin, and lead. Oh, this is weird. Everything's kind of desaturated around here. I don't know why. Kind of unsettling, actually. It's just like a snowy area or something? I don't know what it is. Oh, I think I was like at the top of a tall peak. That would do it. Still on the hunt. Still on the hunt. We gotta find it. We gotta get this bread, gamers. Are there NPCs besides the random trader you saw? Not that I know of. But no, wait. I think there is one connected to the story, but I have not seen them yet. It's part of the whole 1.18 thing. The fact that they're going to be concentrating on the story and lore. Little more, at least. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. But I believe, yes, there are. Okay, you are gonna have to get out of my way. One way or another. Back in a moment, dog walking time. All right, you have fun. We're gonna be sitting here and fruitlessly mining. Come on, give me that hematite. Nothing. Cinnabar, bismuth, and gold. Bro, I'm never gonna find it. I'm never gonna find it. I want to like stop and look up like where to find iron, but I know I'm gonna get nothing. I know my search will be completely fruitless. Because I've searched for it before and have come up empty. But I still want to try. Part of me still wants to try. Because I can't help but feel like there must be something I'm missing. Like there has to be some little trick or tip that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Fuck. You know, let's just follow this cave, even if it doesn't prove fruitful in terms of the prospecting. Let's follow the cave. Let's see if it leads to anything. And if it doesn't, then we'll prospect at the end of the cave. Bismuth, native copper, cinnabar, no. Well, it doesn't go very far. But still, who knows? Let's do this one then. And nope. Bismuth, native copper, cinnabar, gold. Fuck. You go cave diving. Huh? Oh, we jumped straight through a time warp there. Let's see here. I should also be on the lookout for Terra Preta as well. But I have no idea what I'd be looking for that. Where I hear it is just like very verdant green. So if anyone sees some like really, really green grass on the stream, and I don't notice it, which I probably won't, let me know. Because chances are I will pass straight over it and not realize. Don't need that. And don't need that. Oh, little hiccup. This is not a little hiccup? Okay, it's a little hiccup. Okay, it's just like a medium-sized hiccup. Like a somewhat weighty hiccup. This is some lovely terrain generation, though, I will say. That's one of the things that I do really appreciate in this game, is that the world is just very pretty. It's very rolling. I'm not a fan of the terrain to the south of where I have set up shop, but everywhere else, it's very pretty. Yeah, shut up. Hey, get out of my cave. Fuck off. I'll go wherever I please. And copper, bismuthite, rhodochrosite. What's that? Manganese. Fun. There's a lot of metals and like minerals that don't have a use yet. Nickel's one, titanium is another, manganese is a third. Which is a shame, because I can see all of those having very much use. Titanium is one of the best metals for things like very hard knife points and things like that. Not for entire blades, but it's very hard. That also means it can be a little bit brittle, but usually it's toughened up in a lot of ways. Manganese, I think manganese is... I think it's usually used in, like, fire starters and whatnot. So that might be helpful for, like, making a lighter, say. Or you could fuel it with some sort of liquid fuel. You can make it sort of, like, out of manganese and flint. And native copper, bismuth. Minuscule amounts of magnetite. Ooh. We're on to something now. We got a tiny bit of magnetite in the area. Possibly. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Minuscule amounts of magnetite. Okay, we're going to dig down and we're going to start branching out. So we got magnetite here, then I want it. I want it. So we're just going to dig down a bit. I don't have another pickaxe, which is a problem because we're very far from home. Okay, we're going to start here. We're going to go 20 We're going to go 40 in this direction. That's 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to keep counting in my head because it's going to be annoying if I keep counting out loud. So this is going to be our life for a little bit. Like I said, a lot of things in this game are very grindy. Actually, I think we're going to go like 20 in this direction. Just to see if we start seeing like some raising numbers. It's 13, 14. But yeah, a lot of things here are very much grindy because everything takes a long time. Everything takes a lot of preparation. So there's only so much that really can be done off stream. And like I said, I was trying to do this off stream, but just did not yield results doing it off stream. So 1, 2, 3, this one. 1, 2, 3, this one. Skill amounts of magnetite. See if we get better in this direction. And I'll even try like in the middle and at the ends of just using the node. Is it the node? Node search as opposed to density search. How long have I been going now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. That is 10. I'm going to go down this way 20. Running a little low? Yeah, I know. But we've got the first hit of magnetite. That might be in the area. It's minuscule, so we're seeing if we can find an increase in availability. Okay, so we're gonna break this one. 1, 2, 3. This one. 1, 2, 3. This one. Still minuscule. Let's go this direction. We're gonna go 20 in this direction. We're gonna see what we got. And I'm just going 20 in every direction just to see if we're getting any hits. See if, like, raises just a little bit and starts going to, like, very poor or something like that. Does height matter? I don't think it does for density mode. Node it does. But density, I don't believe so. And we're currently using the density mode because node will tell us if it is nearby. But density will tell us the likelihood that it can be there. It's 14. 15. And like I said, if we don't get any hits off of the density mode, then we'll go to the middle and the ends and just try to hit them with node search, just in case. Who knows? Because I know it can be pretty far underground, so we'll probably get nothing off of it, but still. And this minuscule amounts. Okay. Probably go this direction too, and it'll still say minuscule, but, you know. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. It's like the second hit I've got of minuscule amounts since I've started looking for iron. First one yielded no results either. And there doesn't seem to be any real chance of iron around the house. Which is a problem, because that means that we've got to really travel out there if we ever want any iron. And we are going to need a bronze pick to mine it up. I miss quarry machines. Me too. Me too. There's no automatic quarrying in this game. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's automatic so many other things, but not quarrying. Plus, all of your pickaxes in this game are a little more squishy than they are in Minecraft. As evidenced by the fact, yeah, a 10 bronze pickaxe has 900 durability. Actually, it's not too squishy, come to think. But we also don't have things like enchantments. There's no such thing as an enchantment in this game. A little too fantasy for Vintage Stories blood. Take me a drink of water. Yeah, minuscule amounts, just like I thought it would be. So we're gonna go node search. We're gonna search each end. The digger from immersive engineering? I think I do. Nothing. And go to this end. Nothing. Go to this end. Nothing. And go to this one. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Yeah. Big bucket scoop type of machine. I don't remember that one, actually. No, we're gonna try going lower down. And if we break our pickaxe, so be it. Because who knows? Who knows? I might be an idiot. It says minuscule amounts, but there's still a chance. It means there's still a chance. Always make a new pick. Absolutely. We got plenty of tin bronze. It's odd, actually. The first house that I had, or the first world save that I did, bronze was the problem. But now bronze, we got bronze out the ass. 10 bronze at that. I think my first world I had to do bismuth bronze because I had zinc, had a little bit of bismuth, didn't have any tin. Oh well. That means you get to miss all this great content that the people out there either using ad block or subscribing, most likely, hopefully, I hope. Tell me you subscribed, right? All this lovely content that they get to see. I am bad at the self-promotion. I am aware. I'm viscerally aware of it. Okay, let's go off from this direction. From this level, I guess. That's 3. 4. 5. We'll probably break for intermission soon. I think I've lost count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 11. Yeah, 12. Welcome back, everyone, from the ads. Hope you've had a lovely time watching insert advertiser here. Yeah. 5 ads this time. Ooh, they're amping up their game. I lost my count again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yay! And remember, all you beautiful folks out there. Wish I still got bits from watching ads. That'd be fantastic. Oh, no, I'm on the wrong mode. That would do it. Yeah, remember, all you beautiful people out there, if you don't want to watch the ads on the streams, you can always just subscribe. And you get rid of the ads, you get the lovely emotes, and you get my eternal gratitude. Doesn't that sound like a great deal for $5 a month? Minuscule amounts of magnetite still. Of course, as always, it is your choice. It is simply supporting, and there are ways to support, and even better ways to support than just doing subscription stuff. You can just tell your friends, watch, follow the stream, and you still get my undying appreciation. The emotes and the ad thing, can't do anything about. But the appreciation, you get that still. Consolation prize. Okay, how far have I gone now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15. If I get that title on, I'll drop a description. Absolutely not. Do not subscribe to me with a title alone. I will feel horrible about that. Do not do it. Do not do it. Please. I'm bad at the self-promotion, and I have to say it every now and again to remind people that it's a thing. That's not me pushing for it. Okay, well, resets it when you go to a new pick, apparently. It's fine. It's still minuscule. Why am I bothering? It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same. Okay, we are gonna head back up to surface. We're gonna attempt to find something more. All right. For now, I think we are gonna go ahead and head to intermission, so I can get myself some food here, and everyone else can have a little bit of a break from the annoyance. Here we go. Got a little glitchy there. That's fine though. So we're gonna head to intermission for 30 minutes. I'm gonna get me some food, and everything will be lovely. Feel free to get some food of your own. Take a little break, take a little load off, find your credit cards, haha. Not really. Yeah, and we will be back at 8:40 for the continuation of the search. Until then, I will see you.
You'll say you can't see clearly, but they can't see your vision.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. I hope you've had a lovely little intermission. I know I have. Got me some food. Got me a little bit of a break. Watched some Christopher Titus, because why not? And we are back, and we're gonna be heading back home. Unless we can find a good place where we can get some fucking iron. Let's sample this if we can, just because why not? Minuscule amounts of magnetite. Don't do that to me, game. Don't do that to me. It's just taunting me at this point with the magnetite. See, I want to find... I should actually stop and look up what types of stone hematite comes in. Let me check real quick. Trying to multitask here. I don't know how I'm doing this. I could not tell you how. I've got my keyboard in one hand and my phone in the other. Just sheer force of will, I guess. Okay. Come on, Wikipedia. You got this. Okay, so hematite is found in limestone, granite, peridotite, and phyllite. It's found in limestone? It's found in limestone. I know where limestone is. It's way... Oh god, how far did we go? Oh god, we went a ways. It's down here. We're actually heading in that direction, kinda. We're going to the limestone. We're finding this hematite. Because... from what I am given to understand, magnetite and hematite, and what's the other kind? It said limonite. Limonite's found in chert, shale, and basalt. So in the shale, limonite is what we would be looking for. Magnetite is found in andesite, chalk, conglomerate. I didn't know it was found in conglomerate. Claystone and slate, and hematite's found in limestone, granite, peridotite, and phyllite. So we are going to be going down there because hematite is much more common than magnetite. Just in terms of how often you'll find it in the stone. So if we can search for hematite instead of magnetite, we are gold. We just need to make our way down to the limestone. Which I think we've got quite a journey ahead of us. Not to mention the fact that we got next to nothing on our pickaxe. How many? 34. Best case scenario, we have 34 iron. So I think it's probably best that we head toward home, get another pickaxe, and then we head back out and try to get some hematite. The prospecting pick's good. But we need another pickaxe. We are just going to swim across this ocean, because why not? It's another good thing about this over Minecraft, just the render distance. You can see forever in this game. If it's just flat and open, you can look off into forever. And you can also see things like storms. All that storm. That's storm. This is just overcast, you can tell. Minecraft, rain, it'll just hit you. Doesn't matter anything about the clouds. There's so many things to love about this game. I feel like it's criminally underrated. It really is. For how good a game it already is criminally underrated. Guessing this game wasn't written in Java? I don't believe so. I think it was written in C. I don't quote me on that. I don't actually know, but I'm fairly certain it's not written in Java. But I mean, even compare this to Bedrock Edition, honestly. in just what it can do. What the hell is that? That's a weird shape in the water. Anyway, I got completely thrown off by that. The view distance alone makes you feel it's in C sharp. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it's coded in, but I feel like it's one of the C's. And I feel like C sharp is probably a good bet. I know very, very little about programming. I know some the existence of a lot of languages, and I know a little bit of C. A little bit of C++. Just like the very basics of it. But to be fair, the course that I took, it's pretty applicable to a lot of different programming languages. As much of a meme as it was going around of like just learn to code forehead, like everyone that's losing their jobs, including like OnlyFans models and all this stuff, just learn to code. Like that whole thing. Oh god, it's hiccuping again. I don't know why it keeps hiccuping like this. What? Oh. Out of disk space. I don't think that's right. I do not believe that's right. It is right. Huh. Okay. Huh. Well, let's delete some things, I guess. I don't know what all to delete. Maybe there's something really quick that I can remove. That should do it. My C drive is hurting for space. Also, I didn't miss the hydrate. I just had to wait a second on it. Good water. No little C sharp, but that's it. Mainly because I'm trying to learn Unity. Oof. Yeah, the only reason that I learned C++, just the little bit that I did, is because it was mainly going over structuring. It was mainly going over like the basic components of a programming language, and like how they sort of apply and interact and work with each other. Which it's like, if you understand all that stuff, you basically understand languages. Because like programming languages aren't so much like spoken languages. For those that don't know anything about programming, they're not so much like spoken languages. Like if you look at Japanese text, you have no idea what it's talking about. You have no idea what part of it is what part of the sentence or anything like that. If you look at Arabic script, you have no idea. If you look at Cyrillic, you have no idea. Any of that stuff. Everything in programming has fundamental building blocks. The only difference is that in certain languages, they're called different things. Oh, it teleported us back to just like the last time. Ugh. I have a terabyte external hard drive for whenever I need extra space. I think I have... Here's the thing. One of my SATA cables in my computer must be faulty. Because I actually have like an extra... I think it's my 2 terabyte drive that currently is not being utilized at all. Because for some reason, like, I guess it must be the cable. That spooked me. Fanfare! Woohoo! I got ore there. I got sphalerite. Zinc, okay. Zinc is useful. Found sound alerts, sorry. It's all good. No. But, what was I saying? Yeah. My space. So, ooh, we found a thing. A broken static translocator. Okay, so this we can repair with a couple of temporal gears. This stuff, we need to open these crates. Yeah, all that to just say, I'm missing a couple of things that I should have. Ooh, we got lime. We got some sticks. We got a couple of gears. It giveth unto me magnetite. We found it in a chest? Of all the things? I have no words. I have no words. I got nothing for that. We found iron in a chest. It makes me want to... Okay, there's nothing down there. I had to explore it just to find out. So we have 3 chunks of 15 units of iron bloom. That will give us 2 ingots of iron. That was a lucky find. That was a find and a half. I could not have planned that had I tried. Wow. Yeah, just finish up my last point. SATA cable borked. I'm missing like 2 terabytes of space that I should have. Your stream delay is really low. I'm impressed. I have the low latency on this time. There's a low latency mode going on with Twitch. And I decided to turn that on because fuck it, why not? Let's check in here. I want to see if there's anything down here because I feel like I have to. It's a big honking cave. Give me that. Want it. That's gonna be nothing. Let's see. Just gonna keep letting out on each individual path. Still one more path over here, yeah? No, not much a path. Okay, that's fine. May have to play a version of modded Minecraft that looks similar to this. If you can find one, by all means. By all means. I don't think you're gonna find the full suite like you get here. That's just a weird looking flint. Okay then. Yeah, we are still gonna make our way back home. We're just gonna check the caves that we find along the way. As much as we can at least. Sure, I can make one myself. I set up a lot of mod packs. It won't be the same, but might be similar. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I've set up mod packs too. It's just a pain in the ass sometimes. Okay, so we got up and we got down. We want down. Because iron's usually pretty deep. At least decently deep. Okay, we got another loose gear. Can you just break this with the prospect? Yeah. Ooh. Got another thing. An aged torch holder. Ooh, we're taking that. And a linen sack, which has 5 storage slots as opposed to the hand basket. Ooh. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this stuff and throw it, I guess. That's what we're gonna do. Oh wait, shit. It's the wrong location. Okay. No. Still not want to do. Come on. There we go. Now we got even more expansion. And we can grab this aged torch holder. Because other than that, you can basically only make torch holders out of brass. And that takes a little more zinc. 2 more slots, yeah. Moving up in the world. It's a little less we have to worry about storage space. I'd say it's worth a use of the pickaxe as well. Now, torch holders don't generally give as much light as, say, a lantern. But it's also just something that's much cheaper. Imagine auto mining for this. Oh, God. That'd be beautiful. That would be a thing of beauty. Ooh. Yeah, let's go down here, too. Why not? Doesn't seem to go very far. This. Let's see where it leads. Nowhere at all. Cool. And nope, can't catch the rabbit. Not much in the way of enemies yet, huh? Well, here's the thing, is that usually the drifters are the enemies, and they will actively attack you. But I think because we're on exploration mode, that they don't aggro to us. And so the biggest thing we really have to worry about are things like bears. Because bears will still get aggro to us. Not to mention, they're pretty difficult if you don't have a deep body of water nearby. So yeah, other than that, no, not really. Because I mean, even normally, I'd say that drifters don't really pose that much of a threat. Especially like the surface drifters don't really pose much threat when you've got a spear, especially. Because you can pretty easily keep them at a distance. Make our way across these folded wastes here. Oh, God. I'm gonna need to clean up my C drive soon. Like, I feel like this is the reason I'm getting a lot of weird hitches in this game. That it's just not agreeing with me. On the bright side, that tannin should be ready to get strengthened. Gotta fix that cable too. Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't know how to fix that cable. I think I just need to replace that SATA cable. Because I don't even know why it's doing what it's doing. Because it has to be the SATA cable. I've tried multiple different SATA connections on my motherboard. I've tried simply swapping the drives. I've tried multiple different positions. I've tried reversing the cable. And just none of it works. None of it works. But the thing is, right now, every cent I've got, and I can't stress this enough, every cent I've got is going to bills. Hopefully the drive itself isn't bad. See, here's the thing. When I swap the drives, like, just switch the cords for each other, then the 2 terabyte starts working instead of the 4. So I know it's not the drive. I know it's the cable. I just need to replace the cable. And I was going to take a... Well, I say going. I did take a look at it after we moved. But it's just... It's outside of my purview to fix the thing. And it just straight up needs replacement. Which is a shame, because there is so much space on my computer that is going unutilized right now. And it kind of irritates me. Because I'm very much an enthusiast when it comes to my PC. I love the aesthetics, and I love making it all bigger and better and faster than it ever was before. And so the thought that it is not performing as optimally as it should be irks me. It very much irks me. And the thought that it should be doing much better than it is, considering what all is in there. And that is, like, such a simple fix. What kind of cable is it? It's a SATA cable. Just like a regular-ass SATA cable. I think one end has the right angle connector, but it's just like a basic SATA cable that I bought on Amazon for like a pack of 3 for like $6. And it's just ugh. Like I'm not in a hurry to fix it as things are right now. Like it's not I have many more pressing matters on my plate than that. But it's one of the many things that irk me. It's kind of like price went up a little. Single cable's like $7. Man, that's bullshit. Inflation's getting everything. No, it's like, how do I explain this? Oh, well, I guess I'll explain it after the ad break. Because I want to be able to explain it to everyone. As lovely as it is to have all of you here while the ad is running, I do want to be able to explain it to everyone. Now let's also get that spelt seed. Let's just toss the copper knife. It's fine. Copper knife is nearly dead anyway. Oh god. Gassiness. 5 ads again. Oh boy. Does that mean you're already out of it? Oh, 5 ads again, BRB. Okay. I said 5 ads again, bro. Oh, alright. This one's kind of a bop. Some good running through the forest vibes. Big ass oak tree there. We still got rabbits running through the forest too. The problem with this is that you can't very well just run down an animal. They will always outrun you, no matter what. I really should, like, I really honestly should have taken this time to formulate the idea that I was going to convey to everyone more thoroughly, but I didn't. So I'm gonna stumble for a moment as I try to find the words. So imagine, if you will, there is an immediate set of things that need doing. Like I'm basically trying to give credence to prioritization. You got the immediate things you need to do, and then you've got the things that can wait a little bit, but they definitely need doing. And then you've got like the minor annoyances. And this, like, the cable definitely fits in the minor annoyance bin, but sometimes you kind of have to focus on the minor annoyance a little bit, just to stop yourself from thinking about the big things. Because they will consume your mind if you let them. And I do my best to not let them, because there are quite a few of them that consume my mind. Prioritizations, yes. Yes, I'm doing my best to not let them consume my mind, because there's a lot, and they will overpower me quite quickly. So every so often, I have to focus on the little things. It's like, man, isn't it fucking annoying that I'm missing 2 terabytes of space that should be on my computer? Because the other option would be to be like, oh god, I need to start bringing some money in so I can do rent and everything. Or something to the effect. Really annoy me, honestly. It does annoy me. It does annoy me. I'm just saying that I also realize that it's not a priority. But that I have to focus on it every now and again, just to stop myself from focusing on the big scary bullshits that are always looming over my head. Unemployment is scary, kids, but you know what's even scarier? Having a broken cable in your computer. That shit's terrifying. Let's talk about that for a second. Myself, I'm working with a laptop that has only a single terabyte of space. Oh my god. Why don't you just tell me you're a peasant? So I'm constantly removing stuff to make more room. Honestly, I've still got a 4 terabyte drive in this computer, and I'm still having to remove stuff to make room. I've got a 4 terabyte hard drive. I've got a half gig. Is it half gig? I think it's a half gig M.2 SSD that Windows is loaded onto. And I've got, oh, I'm at home already. And I've got a 160 something gig SSD. Almost sold the computer once just to get money for a hotel room. Good God. My guy, are you okay? Like, that worries me. Just open them all up at once and we can just shift click things in here. There's another thing that you can do, by the way. You can open up multiple chests at once. And just, like, sort your shit. In the most pleasing way. Let's pop that there. Last 6 months have been rough. Evictions are not fun. Let me tell you. Oh my god, you got evicted? And I am sorry to hear that. I know how that is, honestly. Not the last place I lived, but the place before that. We were renting from a lady, and she passed away. And she left the place to another person. This person then proceeded to tell us, even though our lease was supposed to still be good until December of that year, that we needed to be out by July. So we then had to struggle to find a new place to live. Thankfully, I had my girlfriend at the time, now my fiance, who offered to have me live with her. COVID hit hard at one point, affected job, rent, and the new managers of the apartment were not sympathetic. Wouldn't wait for the local COVID rent aid system. If this happened during COVID, couldn't you sue? Because I think there was an actual, like... not a court order, but like an executive order stopping people from getting kicked out of their homes because of like COVID. Like stopping evictions entirely. I feel like that's something you could sue for. Unfortunate, it was a tail end 2022, not 2020. Oh god. I'm sorry for you, man. That is rough as hell. I was wrong. We don't have enough. We don't have enough. I thought it said 15 nuggets each. Not 3. So that's a shame. Well, we still need to go out and get more anyway. Let us get one of these. Found a new place, so it's not all bad, but I'm just doing Uber Eats full-time till I get a new job. I mean, hey, at least you got that going for you. As part of the thing that went on with me, I actually had to sell my car because it was no longer reliable. It basically needed a replacement for the alternator every 3 months or so. And I could not continue to afford a $250 discounted rate alternator replacement every few months. So it was just had to put it out to pasture, which was not fun because it was also my first car. And that was very sad for me. But we do what we have to do, you know? Even when it's not pleasant, especially when it's not pleasant. Just sort of is what it is. Make a torch here as well. Car is still my first car, 2007 Honda Fit. Yeah, mine was a 2000, I think it was 2005 Pontiac Montana. Ugly beast of a minivan, but you know, it was my ugly beast. Yeah, that was a sad time. But hey, at least you got something going for you, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy that you are not so low on options. Yeah, man. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on. You got this. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Okay, and we are gonna make a pickaxe head. We're gonna make 2 of them, actually. Coming much worse, I'll admit. For a while, I got groceries by doing renders for Kento. He comes in useful once in a while. If only once in a while. Yeah, it just ran out. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna take one with us. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I was looking over at that like, oh, the fucking fire went out on it, didn't it? I like the forging mechanic, shifting pieces of the metal around. Yeah. It's real nice. Also, if you don't have the right position on it, you can just right-click, rotate it. And also, you do have to actually cool down the metal parts to hold them properly. Let's see here. There we go. Now we got a little bit of light up here. Let's grab this. Go outside to quench this. Just pop, pop. Ow. 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 No, don't bring it backward. Up. I actually landed it in there. I could hear it go tss. No quenching trough? No, not yet. There it is. It's annoying that there isn't. Like, I would at least do something where you can hold it in your hands and, like, have, say, a barrel full of water. And you could quench it in there. But they haven't implemented something like that yet. Let's get the strong tannin going here. Boom. And we've got these ready to be scrapped. And let's get some more raw hides. Like with tongs. Well, yeah, see, that's what these are. They're wooden tongs. We actually can't hold anything hot without damaging ourselves and immediately throwing it away without using the tongs now. Pre-118, you couldn't do that. Like, it was just, you hold it. But now you actually need the tongs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is it would be nice if you could at least, like, take it with tongs and, say, dunk it into a barrel of water. Be able to do it that way. Right, and doesn't look like we have any other rawhide right now. Could you possibly build something that holds some water? Like how you can make water sources in an MC? Yes, I most certainly could. I most certainly could, but that is a later thing. Plus, I need somewhere to hold all these ingot molds and whatnot, which is hard to do, because these ingot molds need a solid surface to stand on. Let's put the hammer up as well. Okay. Let us... Do we have enough in the way of resources? Let's say we do. Fuck off. I just want to kill that one for the sake of it. I'm not even going to loot him. Alright, we are going to head off to my limestone quarry. I say quarry. It's just a big area of limestone that I've been mining as I need limestone. Worst case scenario, we leave there with some more limestone. What do drifters usually drop? Usually, they drop nothing. Sometimes they drop flax fibers. Flax fibers are very useful, because fibers can be made into twine, twine can be made into linen. But usually they drop nothing. I had a mod with 117.11 that made them drop other things. A, they dropped fibers much more frequently, and B, they dropped molybdechalcus nuggets, which molybdechalcus is another somewhat useless metal, but at the very least, it's useful for lanterns, because you can still make plates out of it and make lanterns out of those plates. As the farming mechanic, should be able to grow flax. You are. I just haven't set up a farm yet, because in terms of food production, you're better off foraging at the start, because farming takes a long time. There's no using bone meal on crops to grow. Bone meal actually just helps restore the nutrients to soil. Like, when you look at farmland, you've got 3 specific nutrients that you can keep track of in the soil. I think it's the potassium, nitrogen, and one other thing. And I think the bone meal restores the potassium, as well as a little bit of nitrogen. Or maybe it's the other way around, I can't remember. But there's basically 3 different kinds of quote-unquote fertilizers that restore different nutrients to the soil. And each specific crop needs specific nutrients to grow. And so you do kind of have to do crop rotation as well. Talk about the perfect game for a server. Oh, God. Multiple people having all different tasks, miner, farmer, builder, smith, etc. It's actually meant to be like that, yes. Where multiple people work in tandem and focus on different aspects. So one person is like down in the mines and prospecting for more ore. One person is up top, like blacksmithing different things and making tools for everyone to use. One person's like a farmer and farming up the crops. One person's like a cook and actually makes different kinds of foods like pies. You can make pies, by the way. You'd have a distiller, a brewer that is making like spirits and drinks and such. Sounds a bit like Conan Exile. I don't know that one, actually. I've heard it by name, but that's about it. Pie. There is many different pies in this game. You can have basic. I think you can basically put any kind of. I think you can basically put any kind of one food group into a pie. So you could have a fruit pie. You could have a vegetable pie. You could have a meat pie. I don't know if you could do a grain pie. That sounds kind of gross. But who knows? You wanna? You can try it. And pies are also a very good way of preserving fruit throughout the winter. Because seasons are also a thing. I just have them turned off. Apple pie. Now I'm hungry. Meat pie? Yes. You can do a meat pie. Like a shepherd's pie sort of thing. The only thing is that you can't combine them. So you can't do like meat and vegetables or like fruit and meat or something like that. It is you kind of have to choose your kind of pie. Yeah, it's very good for like weathering the winter. Like I said, I've just got it turned off. The seasonal rotation, it's just always spring. It's no real pot pie. No real pot pie, unfortunately. Yeah, it's always spring here just because I'm bad at surviving. I am bad at game, and thus I perish. I've already died a couple times, and in frankly, a spawn that I really shouldn't be dying. So, you know. How far are we from the... Oh, we're not that far. It's on the other side of these plains. All these, like, weird rocky formations that account for plains. Oh, please no. God damn it. I ran out of disk space again. No, I didn't run out of disk space. I've still got 2 gigs of disk space. Don't you lie to me, Vintage Story. Don't you lie to me. I want to find my iron. I so want to build a kingdom in this. People have built some beautiful kingdoms, dude. You gotta take a look at some of the things that people have built in Vintage Story. It is phenomenal. Whatever you've seen people do in Minecraft, they've done it in Vintage Story half the size and twice the detail. Because it comes like pre-baked with chisels and bits, so to speak. It comes pre-baked with that ability. And it is fantastic, the kind of things that people can do. And they make such beautiful rustic houses and kingdoms and just lovely things. There's also something just very nice about the muted palette that it has as well. I can't really explain what it is. I like the vibrancy, but the mute... Oh god, we're all the way back at home. Yeah, something about the muted palette is just very nice as well. Gonna have to do that later. They do have a Discord. You can go on the Vintage Story Discord, and there's an entire thing dedicated to screenshots that people are taking in the game, which, by the way, for those of you that don't know, I have a Discord as well. It is in the cards down below, and if you're watching on YouTube, in the description, if you want to keep up to date with the who, what, when, where, and why of the streams. Plug. I'm waiting for someone to make a Chisel and Bits song that is the tune of Silver and Gold from that old claymation Christmas movie. First off, how dare you say old? That was my childhood. Second, yes. Chisel and Bits, Chisel and Bits. Details and more with Chisel and Bits. 34 grew up on that movie. Then what are you doing calling it old? We have to stand against the flow of time. We have to stand against it. We can't be admitting to ourselves or anyone else that time is passing. The Zoomers are wrong. We'll be young forever. You are not old like an oak tree. You are a spring chicken, and don't let the Zoomers ever hear you say that. The little fuckers feed off of misery. And millennials like us, we are a goddamn gold mine. That is probably the single truest thing I will ever say in my life. And you know what? I can live with that. Made me laugh. I'm gonna remember that one. Made me laugh. Gotta put that one on my gravestone. Sometimes you say something and you have to sort of take a step back and just marvel at it for a second and be like, yeah, that's good. Mostly only feel old because of old injuries and stress. We don't count that. My guy, if I counted feeling old because of injuries or stress, I'd be 60. I'm not actually 60. But you see what I'm saying. If you count that, you're going to feel a lot older than you are. 34 is still young. Tori's boss is an older lady, but she's also the type that that tries to like personify the whole thing of growing old doesn't mean growing up. Like you can still, like, youth and oldness is a state of mind sort of thing. And it always sounds like, listen to this old Oppenheimer fucking trying to cope and seize with the fact that time is turning. And it's just, no, it's actually a real thing. It's real. Like, you are really only as old as you feel. So if you strive to feel young, you will feel young. You will live young. There's a reason that, you know, old Grandpa Geezer out there, 72 years young, is still able to click his heels together. Just like he did back in the Great Depression. That's not true. That wouldn't have put him back in the Great Depression. That'd be like 100, but you know what I'm saying. It's because it's all a state of mind. Waiting for the next world kick? Oh, me too. Me too. I don't know what it's doing with the whole deal. I'm going to have to look that up between streams. Because it's whenever I go exploring in a couple of different directions that it really starts to have issue with me. It's only when I start really going out into the world that it's just like, no. You want to explore in this exploration game? Ah, loser. It just gives me the boot. Got it. Put my hand off my mouse for a second and it freaks out on me. How far am I now? Okay. We're about where we were. Yeah, back to where we were at least. I think this is about halfway there. So we would have made it by now if not for that. But, you know, I'm not salty. I'm just well done. And it's raining. Where's my umbrella? Yeah, I think we left it at home. Gee, if only we had a world kick to send us back and get it. Please don't. Don't take that as a challenge, Vintage Story. I love you, BB. Do not do this to me. Is this limestone yet? No, that's conglomerate, isn't it? Yeah, that's conglomerate. I know the limestone starts a little bit before the limestone marker. Not salty, just well done. Nothing. No, noting that one. Well done like jerky, yes. That also plays into the old aesthetic if you're really wanting to theme it. Just, that's the one thing. This terrain is very pretty, but it's also hell to get around on. Spelt, yes. Must always collect the wild grain when it's grown. I will leave it if it's not grown. Extreme hills on steroids. Not really. Not really steroids. It's just the extreme heals. Extreme heals are kind of tweaking out. It's like every so often just spikes up for a moment. Extreme heels. Yes. You know, like those things that women wear to parties. Extreme heels. Never understood that. Probably like, yeah, well, the men find it sexy. Which is like, fucking who cares? You're in pain. Actual pain. I call out for messing up words all the time. Me too. Flubbing is a way of life. And I'm just living. Boy, I'm just living. This is, yeah. So you can see, it's also chert behind it. Now, what does chert have? Chert has laminite. Okay, so we might be able to find laminite. Oh, magical walls. What wisdom do you have for me? Loving makes for interesting conversations. It makes for an interesting life, really. Native copper, bismuth, galena, sphalerite, alum, and sulfur. Fuck. Okay, let's, ooh, blueberries. Give me the blueberries. Want the blueberries. Let's find something. Let's find something. Ooh, this looks like a good place to try. Look at all this limestone, baby. Ooh. And one more. Nope, that's not a rock. This is a rock. Yeah, it also falls down like that. Native copper, galena, bismuth, sphalerite, borax, and lapis lazuli. Ooh. I'll have to remember that. Because I will want to come back for the lapis. And that's fine. Everything's fine. And what we got? If it's, nope. Nothing. And nothing. Oh, God. Hiccup. Nothing. There's just dick all nothing in these hills. The hills are alive with the sound of Well, there's lead here. Woohoo. Let's get the blueberries though. Need the blueberries. Only 3 that time. Oh, that's lovely. Ooh. Stream, please. Hello? Stream getting laggy for some reason. I don't know why. Stream, please. Stream doesn't like me right now. That's fine. Life is pain. Lead, can we make reactors? No, not yet. Lead is mainly used for leaded pane windows. And that's the main use I've found for them so far. Ooh. We will take some of this, though. Because the bony soil is the perfect way for us to get candles. We need candles. We like candles. Farming, and I get feathers. You know what? I'll take those feathers. We'll make some arrows out of them. We will make some arrows out of them bitches. What was over here? Oh, it's just flint. It's fine. Leaded pane windows. Stained glass? Yes, we can make stained glass. Well, I don't think we can make stained glass so much. Maybe we can. Let's check. Well, it's colored glass, I guess. Let's check blue glass. No. Okay, we can only get it through trading. But I'm sure it's probably something that is in the works. Because I can't imagine them having so many different ways of dyeing things and not making stained glass. Minuscule amounts of malachite. Malachite is copper, okay. Bituminous coal as well. This is starting to be a pain, looking for all this iron. I just want iron, please. Give me iron. Please just give me iron. I don't ask you for much. Let me through. AFK a few minutes, all right. Let's see what we got here. Bunch of nothing. Halite. No, halite's, oh god. I just threw it at myself. No, halite is salt. Last thing I need is more salt. Yo, this song is a vibe. Every so often, one will come across while I'm streaming and be like, oh, all right. One more sample. Literally gives me everything but you know, I think we have to end it here, honestly. I think we honestly have to end it here. I think Vintage Story is not going to let me progress any further than I have. Damn. I'm going to have to look into more about finding iron, how to really get to it better. And hopefully I'll have something next stream. If we're not finding iron, then maybe I'll have already found it in between streams. Who knows? Because I will be actively looking for it, and I'm not going to stop just because stream isn't rolling. So hopefully that'll be a thing for next week's stream. As a reminder to everyone, next stream is going to be tomorrow at 6:30. Persona 3 Fest. It's going to be the continuation of that. For those that didn't know, we did do it on Sunday, and the VOD is up on the YouTube channel. We played on Sunday. What did we play? We played a little bit of Dead Cells, and we played the start of Persona 3 Fest. So if you want to get primed for tomorrow, go check out the VOD. I think we started Persona like an hour into the stream, so that's a good thing. Another thing that I'm going to really quickly mention, and I'll probably mention it for the rest of the streams this week as well, so don't worry if you don't really remember, is that next week, for the next 2 weeks after this week, so starting on Monday, back before the end, yeah, Vintage Story is not going to let us play any more than we already have. But for the next 2 weeks, starting next Monday, the stream schedule is going to be changed. Not what we're playing on any day, but what time we're playing. So right now, those of you that are here know I usually play from around 6:30 to 10 with a break around 8 o'clock. Starting Monday for the next 2 weeks, just to do like a test run of it, we are going to be starting stream at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, running until about 7:30, with intermission around 5. So that means you are going to get 2 more hours of stream, but it is going to be earlier in the day, so hopefully there will be more people who can catch it. And that is going to be 2 weeks basically going on for 2 weeks, just to see how it will perform starting Monday. If you really do believe that that's a better time for me to be streaming, come out and show your support, because I'm really going to be looking at how many people are watching and go from there. If you don't, then feel free to tell me so, but still come watch, because hey, you know, if you like this one better, just come out and watch and be like, hey, I'd rather you go back. It's just a thing that I'm going to be testing out, hopefully reach a few more people than I am now, because I am still trying to seriously grow this channel. Like I said, I am going to be doing some more on the Vintage Story in the meantime, so that's going to be a thing. But thank you everyone so much for watching the stream. If you enjoy it, the best way to help is just to follow the stream, watch along, tell your friends, all that good stuff. Because we like having friends here, and we like having even more friends here. Yeah? That's good. I'm gonna have to move that one a little bit. I'm gonna have to like shrink it a little on this particular scene. I'm gonna put it like here. There we go. Actually, I haven't had that go off on the screen yet, so I didn't know how it would appear. But yeah. Thank you everyone so much for joining the stream. Best way, like I said, follow, watch, come, bring your friends, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I will hit you up after the stream, Eli. If you really enjoy what we do and you want to see more, hey, we got the VOD channel down below. That's the YouTube channel where we post all the VODs, including this one. They go up 48 hours after the broadcast ends. If you're on the VOD channel already, come check out the Twitch Live. It is in the description down below. You can follow the channel just to make sure that you know when we go live. And speaking of knowing when we go live, check out the Discord, where you can find out the who, what, when, where, why of everything to do with the stream, including when we go live and what we're going live with. I'm also just around on the Discord, so if you want to talk to me, I'm there too, as well as just multiple people of our community. If you really, really want to help out, more so than any of that, then feel free to drop a subscription or do bits, or even the tip jar down below, because any little bit helps. I am currently unemployed, and this is what I'm trying to make into a job. So any monetary support helps. Eli will be subscribing soon. Be like Eli. But really, thank you. Thank you to Eli, as well as my lovely fiance, and Magenta, and Minnie, as well as Kore, for being in the chat. I believe there was someone else earlier, but I can't remember. I'm sorry, it doesn't scroll all the way up. Like I said, at some point, there's going to be too many people in the chat for me to properly thank. But thank you all for being in the chat today, and thank you out there. I see you. The ones who will not chat, but will still watch, I appreciate you just as much for giving your time and supporting this channel. But thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see each and every one of you in the next one.